A chart is a tool you can use in Excel to communicate your data graphically. Not only charts are easy to create, they're often very easy for your audience to understand. Charts allow users to more easily see the meaning behind numbers and make showing comparisons and trends a lot easier. Every chart starts with data. So let's take a look at a spreadsheet for a small business called Coastal Candle Company. We can see from the spreadsheet that we have salespeople and some associated data. To show you how to create a chart, let's use the information on the summary sheet. Now you can see that this view gives us the summary of the salespeople and the dollar amount in sales for each month. Let's create a chart that compares the sales of all our salespeople month by month. To do this, select the information that you want to chart, including the column titles and row labels. Then click the Insert tab, and in the Charts group, you can see several different type of options. Let's take a look at some of the most popular ones. Columns are often used to compare items. We probably want to use the columns command to compare our salespeople. Line charts are great to display trends over time. So let's say you want to see how a particular product sold over the course of a year. A line graph will be a great chart to use because you can use one line to represent that product and additional lines to represent other products. Pie charts can be used to represent items or pieces that combined together form a total amount. For example, if I ask a class of 30 students a question, where do you use the internet? I can display the results in a pie chart. If you have multiple items to compare, a bar chart might be useful. And you have area, scatter, and other charts as well. Don't worry if you're not sure how you can use this. Just hover over the command and a box will appear with some information about how each chart is best to use. Now let's get to the fun stuff. To insert a chart, click the command of your choice from the charts group. I think a column chart will work well for this, so we'll just click that. Now we see number of chart types to choose from. You have so many options. For this example, let's choose a basic 2D clustered column. Now I know the name of this chart because it displays when I hover over my pointer over it. Now just left click to select it, and there you go. Your chart appears. We can see how much each salesperson sold each month and how their sales vary from month to month. Our salespeople, which were the row titles in the cells, now appear on the bottom of the chart. Column titles from the worksheet, January, February, and March, are now represented in the chart graphically and labeled to the right in the legend. The legend tells you which color represents what data in the spreadsheet. We can see the blue bar represent January sales. On the left side of the chart, Excel has created a scale of numbers, which is called as an axis, to help you understand the height of each column month. The height of each column is in proportion to the data in cells. Now that you know how to insert a chart, let's take a look at some of the chart tools. Once you insert a chart, a new set of chart tools that are arranged into 3 tabs will appear above the ribbon. These are only visible when the chart is selected. Let's take a look at the Design tab first. If you want to change the chart type after you create a chart, you can do that from here. Just click the Change Chart Type and select the one that you'd like to. Now you can stay with the column charts or even choose something completely different. I like the column charts, but I think I want this 3D version of clustered column. Let's check. So I'll just click it and click OK. Your chart type will change. Right now the chart shows in 3D how each salesperson did month by month. In essence, comparing their January sales to the February and to their own March sales. But you can change what is being compared by simply clicking the Switch Row Column Data command. Clicking this command will change the chart significantly. This will switch the info that appears vertically and horizontally on the X and Y axis. Now the chart compares salespeople to each other and each month. You can switch the chart back to the original view by clicking the Switch Row column again. You can modify your charts in a lot of other ways too. Okay, stay with me here. This may remind you a little of high school maths. This chart has two axes. On the left is the vertical axis, also known as y-axis. Right now, the vertical axis displays a scale of numbers which we can use along with columns to determine how much each salesperson sold each month. Here at the bottom is the horizontal axis, also called the x-axis, which displays the salesperson's name. Excel gives us the ability to change the chart layout and the chart titles and text to describe our axis. On the Design tab, you will find the Layouts group. Let's try some of these. You can click the More arrow button to view all of your app options and just left-click an option to select it. This one looks good. It lets me add a chart title. But if it's not what you want, just choose another one. This one looks more jumbled and it doesn't work for this chart. Let's try another ones. This is the one I want. It allows me to label both axes and give my chart a title. Now you can type the title directly in the chart. I'll call my chart as Quarter 1 2015 sales. Looks good. And then on the y-axis, I'll type the sales amount. On the x-axis, I'll type salesperson. You can do few other things from the Design tab. For instance, you can apply a chart style by selecting an option from Chart Styles group. This can dramatically change the look of your chart. Another great command is the Move Chart command. This command does exactly what it states. It moves the chart. Let's see how this works. Just click the command and dialog box appears. Right now, the Object in radio button is selected and Summary appears in the drop-down list. This is reminding us the chart is currently on the Summary sheet. You can change this so that chart appears on another existing sheet or select a new sheet. Name the sheet and click OK. Now the chart appears in its own sheet. There are way too many chart options for us to go into, all in this one video. The Layout tab really gives some of the great options and serious control over how things will display in your chart, specifically the labels, axes, and background groups. I encourage you to explore this tab and those three groups and the commands. Also take a look at the Format tab. From here, you can really change a visual appearance of your chart so that it works with the rest of your spreadsheet. As you saw, adding a chart takes somewhere around 10 seconds, but with all the Excel tools all at your disposal, you can spend as much time as you want really formatting your chart to meet your needs.